The koala is one of the charming icons of Australia. As a herbivore, they are peaceful, meek, and keep mostly to themselves. Anyone would be hard-pressed to not find them adorable.
The koala is in very bad situation. And in 2012, the koala was listed as vulnerable under our federal laws, and there was supposed to have been a recovery plan written and finished by 2014, and our government still hasn't even started that.
There are several species that have become extinct in Australia, such as the Tasmanian tiger. The koala may be the next in line. From 2007 to 2014, 46% of the koala population has been reduced in the Yuyangs. Two main problems that are threatening the koalas' lives are the koala retrovirus and land degradation.
In Queensland koalas, where this virus was first discovered, the virus was in every animal tested, and the virus is in the germline, so it means it's in every cell within the koalas. So the route of infection wasn't something that the researchers were particularly interested in looking at. In some senses, we think now it could be transmitted from mother to offspring through milk or a form like that. But in terms of in Victoria, where we have some animals that are infected and some that aren't, we're not actually sure how the virus is being transmitted from animal to animal. It may be through contact such as fighting, when the animals cause wounds and perhaps a blood cross. But in terms of whether it's sexual contact or something like that, like we're sort of used to with retroviruses in a human sense, we're not really sure how it's working with koalas.
Well, I believe the koala has global significance. I think it's one of the few species on the planet that can really help change political forces, in that it doesn't eat anyone. It's not like a tiger or an elephant who's going to destroy your village. It doesn't eat your crops. It sits up in a tree looking beautiful, and it brings in $3 billion worth of tourist dollars and 30,000 jobs. Well, I think it's important to remember that 85% of the world's forests have already gone. Now that's a lot. And so the world has only got 15% of its forests left. And the same applies to koalas. 80% of Australia's forests are gone. So once you cut a koala's tree down, then it's vulnerable. It has to find another one. It might get eaten by a dog, killed by a car, or worse still, starve to death.
Deforestation has damaged the koala's habitat, and the government is doing very little to slow expansion.
The biggest problem we're facing is lack of political will to actually stop those trees being cut down. And industry, I think, has been more and more demanding about their rights to actually keep knocking those trees down. So they're getting more and more rapacious because we're running out and they want all this land, it's cheap. I believe strongly that housing estates now should be looking at land that is already destroyed, and that the bush should be valued much more economically than it is.
To protect the koala, we all need to do our part. Do not let your pets out at night. If you see a koala in the wild, do not attempt to touch or feed them. And join or donate to your local wildlife protection foundation. The koala's protection is all of our responsibility.